Would you give Grow Big to seedlings? Can you? Yes, you can. Does the company say you can? Sure. They want you to buy their product, and if you use it at an earlier stage, they're going to sell more product because they're going to run out. Would I give Grow Big to seedlings? No. Unless I treat the water with Drops of Balance. Drops of Balance is a product that I've talked about a number of times on this channel. Drops of Balance actually converts man-made chemicals back to sulfated minerals and puts an ionic charge on them. And those two things will make your Foxfarm line fully available, because all those incomplete chemical reactions that they have used to derive that nutrient line, Drops of Balance can actually fix that, because the minerals that are suspended in Drops of Balance are derived from sulfur. And as we talked about before, the sulfuric acid will actually go in there and dissolve the phosphoric acid bonds and turn them into sulfuric acid bonds, which will make all the minerals in there a higher quality mineral, and with the negative ionic charge will make the minerals as available as possible for the microbiology to create their coenzymes and make the minerals bioavailable to the plant. Guys, don't believe me? Go over to the Drops of Balance website, dropsofbalance.com, click on Safety and Testing, and scroll down and click on any one of these badges. So I'm going to just open one, and I've actually opened up a number of the other tabs already. So as you open this up, you'll see Drops of Balance Chemical Reduction Test Report. You scroll down. Okay, so they basically just tell you pesticide influent water properties. They're just kind of just telling you the base product, and now they start adding in all these different pesticides. Okay, and these, our water tests, when we test water, they just test the basic minerals, and that's a $55 test. If you want to test, another set of things, you actually have to be very specific on what you're testing for to find out whether it's in the water. It's a big freaking scam. So when you come down and you actually test, if you go down to Monterey, California and get some of their tap water and just look up some of these chemicals and go take your water test to the lab analysis and test for some of these pesticides, I guarantee that some of these pesticides will come up in the groundwater. And the reason why it's not a bigger deal is because when we go test for our $55 test, they're testing for the very basic NPK and what is our minerals. But when we ask for this higher complex testing, it could be each chemical is a $55 to $120 test. So as you can see right here, every single chemical that you see right here, this test alone, Drops of Balance the company probably spent $1,000, $2,000 testing all these chemicals. Drops of Balance puts it into the water at a certain amount of concentration. And then, as you can see, this is the amount of reduction. 99% reduction, 94% reduction, and this is over a 24-hour period. So we're going to go over into the next lab analysis. This one is MCHM. This was the chemical that destroyed the North Carolina water system a few years ago when chemicals dumped out of a processing plant for refining coal, if I remember straight. And it was like 3,000 gallons of this MCHM. Okay, so the chemical in the West Virginia spill, more toxic than thought. That spill into the West Virginia River this year poisoned the drinking water for more than 300,000 people. So Drops of Balance shows that at 8 mLs, it's a complete reduction. So right here, after 12 hours, it's a 90.5% reduction. After 24, it's 95, and after 48 hours, it's 99%. So after 48 hours, 99% of this chemical was converted back to a sulfate mineral. And if you learned anything or were aware about this spill, this destroyed water in this area for a while. I mean, they had to actually truck in water for the people quite a while, and I even wonder if they're still having water issues. So as you see, the Drops of Balance converts it. So if you can imagine all the different chemicals that were in the Foxfarm line or any nutrient line they're using incomplete chemical reactions because the chemist that's creating the nutrient line doesn't really comprehend chemistry. They're just trying to make a buck, and they kind of have a cool idea, or someone was telling them about it, or they're coming in from another industry and they're relabeling their product and marking it up and selling it to the cannabis industry because of a new profit margin. So we're going to go over this one, fluoride reduction tests. Once again, fluoride gets down to undetectable levels. Glyphosate tests, 98.9% reduction. Chromium. Chromium is the Aaron Brockovich movie where they're still cleaning up the toxic spill, so we'll open that one up. Okay, so this is the Aaron Brockovich story where PG&E was dumping chromium-6 into the water and telling everyone it was chromium-3. They're still cleaning up this problem up to today, okay? And they've already dumped in, as of 1996, the lawsuit was $33 million, but they're still cleaning up this toxic spill up to today. And tons of taxpayer money is being dumped in to clean up this problem still up to today. And it's really interesting that there's a solution that can actually fix the problem, but no one's really aware of it. And anyways, so you keep going through lead reduction. So anyone that is dealing with lead poisoning, right here, you can see that there's a reduction in lead. And since we are 99% water, as we drink the water, that same type of chemical reaction happens throughout all water. So it doesn't. I can't say that that chemical reaction happens in your body because of different reasons. Although if you draw your own conclusions, you can realize it for yourself. So mercury testing, mercury reduction, right here. Once again, look at the lab analysis. Another one, chloramine, down to nothing. So water soluble, they put a certain amount in. After 6, 12, 24, 36, and 48 hours. Wait! What are you buying retail for? Become a member and go direct to the manufacturer, as low as $50 a month. Learn more below.